Lindsay Lohan in a Christmas movie?
Oh boy.
It's right up our alley. We watched Our Little Secret. Our Little Secret is a new Netflix movie that just came out yesterday, the day before Thanksgiving. This stars Lindsay Lohan or Lohan, I don't know which it is, and Ian Harding. There's a bunch of other people in there too. Dan Bukatinsky and Tim Meadows and John Rudnitsky. It felt like there was a lot of SNL people where I was like, did an SNL person write this? But no. So
Really?
here's the write-up of Our Little Secret. It's
Okay.
Two resentful exes must awkwardly spend Christmas together after learning their new partners are siblings.
That's a good write-up.
Yep.
That's it.
It's rated TV 14 and it's an hour and 41 minutes. This is your holiday rom-com for the year. Netflix has gotten into these rom-coms, holiday things just like Hallmark. They're trying to, I think, compete with Hallmark. So some of them are quite hokey and like Hot Frosty and The Merry Gentleman. I've been watching these this year. Those are the more hokey, silly ones. This one didn't feel the hokey or silliness. This was like a real try at a rom-com, a real movie. But it is what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You felt like it was hokey?
I thought,
no.
no.
Kristen Chenoweth is in it
Not
too.
at all. I
Right.
didn't feel like it was hokey at all.
Right. That's what I said.
Okay.
But you're
I
giving me a face
Well,
like
I didn't
that's
know where
not
you were
what I said.
going. I thought you were gonna. I wasn't sure what you were gonna say.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But this is your rom-com.
Yeah.
You know what's happening from the first moment. It tells the story. You go, yeah, I know how this is going to end. But the journey is the fun part,
The
right?
journey, I think, is worth it.
Yeah. So this is a first-time writer. Her name is Haley DeDominicis. I know I pronounced that wrong, and I'm so sorry.
Well,
She hasn't written or done anything else.
There's no chance you pronounced it right.
I know. How did she get to write this first-time thing and got it to Netflix? So it's very interesting.
Wow.
Now, the director is Stephen Herrick. Do you know who he is?
I do not.
He directed the original Bill and Ted's, the original Mighty Ducks,
Oh my.
Mr. Holland's Opus, which is one of my favorites of all time. Like, this is a big-time director. And when you look at his IMDb, it kind of goes to TV shows. And now it's like a lot of these Netflix like movie type things.
Wow.
So
Did he get blacklisted or something?
I don't know.
Because that's like a 25-year gap.
And those are massive movies.
Yeah, those are.
And he has a lot of them on his. Back then, he did a lot of good movies.
Wow, I'm
yeah.
surprised to hear that.
Yeah, but I think that's why we felt like this wasn't that hokey thing that Netflix has been putting out. It felt like a real movie.
Well,
because there was someone that talented behind
yeah,
the
so
camera,
that obviously was a big part of it. But I honestly think, look, this is the first thing I've seen Lindsay Lohan.
That's right.
Since Parent Trap, which was
okay, that's not true. But she's been putting out these Netflix movies. I think this is her third one in the last couple years. You haven't watched those.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, so this was the first one I actually made him watch. But she's great.
And I'm glad you did.
Yes, I know.
Spoiler alert, we're going to get to our ratings and review, our all that, but I liked it. I really liked this.
One, I know he loves Lindsay Lohan because Parent Trap is actually one of his favorite movies. Not for her, but for Natasha Henstridge. Not Henstridge. Why did I say
Richardson.
that? God, he loves Natasha Richardson.
And Lisa Ann Warren.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I knew he would know Lindsay
Warren.
And I wanted him to see her now because I've been fighting for her this whole time. I think she was so talented. I know she's still talented. I'm glad that I never saw her Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis, but they are doing a sequel. And I'm glad she's just doing something bigger because I want her to come back full force. I just think she was that good, and I'm glad to see her doing well again.
Yeah, absolutely. She went through it, man, in the media and on the side and all that. She was dragged through all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I think, look, she's had some work done.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
So is everyone else.
I guess, but I didn't think she needed it, but whatever. But she was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very pleasantly, not surprised, but it's kind of like, you don't see somebody for a while and you're like, oh, I hope they're doing okay.
Right.
And then you talk to them for 5 minutes and you're like, man, you've been doing great.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of felt.
Right.
Watching this for her.
Yeah.
And then this guy.
And so then Ian Harding, who's my Ezra Fitz, and all of you Pretty Little Liars fans know what I'm talking about, Mr. Fitz. Yeah, so this was your first introduction to
first
Ian
time
Harding,
seeing him.
who obviously I just have loved, and I was so thrilled to see him in this because I know people are going to watch this and more people are going to get to see him. And
Yeah, I would not be shocked to see him in a lot more, much bigger things.
I hope so.
Because that dude he's, you know how it is? You don't know what it is, but you
Right.
know it when you see it. This dude has it.
He's just a lovely, like, presence. You know, he's very nonchalant. It doesn't feel like he's ever acting in one moment of anything.
Very easygoing.
Just natural.
And we just had a conversation about this with other actors. He can do so many things with subtle little gestures and movements of his eyes or his mouth or something like that. You just get a lot from looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I got a lot from looking at him. He's a handsome fella.
Yes. And yeah. So,
Really good.
So I'm
Hot
glad.
stuff.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Jeez. You gonna watch Pretty Little Liars now?
No.
My one thing is I wish, so they open up telling us the story of these two characters' past because they want us to get to present day really quickly. And it's kind of like a cartoon drawing of how they started out as friends and then they started dating and blah, blah, blah. And then we kind of see them split and that's it. I wish we had seen them together because I felt like a little bit more because I felt like we didn't get the chemistry of the two of them together to then see when the chemistry came back again later on, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That wasn't a problem for me. The chemistry that comes back, when it comes back, is very obvious and evident.
It is. Instead of maybe the cartoon drawing, even if it was just that montage of actually them instead of the cartoon drawing, I would have liked a little better. So that's all.
They saved on makeup.
Yeah, the CGI of making them look young. And they're both I looked it up, they're both the same age. So you look at his wrinkles and her no wrinkles, it's definitely interesting.
How old are they?
38.
Okay, that's about what I would have thought.
The only other thing I have about Lindsay that I'd like to say is I do feel like she's very much aware, and maybe this comes from just being on camera from such a young age, that she's very much aware she's on camera. Like, you never really see her go to, like, especially in these movies, and again, maybe it's just these movies, but her hair is never messed up. Her makeup is, she goes to bed with the full face of makeup, and they allow her to do that, but it's also like, how much is it of hers of like, she has to present herself in such a way where I wish she would loosen up a little bit and get back into just being relaxed and looser and, but that's just me being really critical.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, I was surprised by one scene, because you do pick up on this throughout the movie, that she's a little bit guarded with her image maybe or something.
Right.
But then, no spoilers, but then the scene at her dad's house.
Yeah.
With him, there were several little things where she seemed really unguarded. I saw that. So
Okay.
then that stuck out to me because I was picking up on exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden there's this, and it's like, oh.
Right. It felt like it followed the Meet the Parents trope, like getting the pet in trouble, getting high, all these things that happen in Meet the Parents. But that's a big example for me, is like she does take some gummies accidentally. She doesn't go crazy. You know what I mean? And maybe a different, like, really comedic actor who doesn't care what they're looking like would have gone a little bit more wacky.
You put Jack Black in that role.
Yeah. So anyway, what are you rating it?
I'm going to give it a 9.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
I enjoyed the heck out of it.
So you'd watch it again?
I will watch it again.
Because the thing with Netflix for me that's hard is they're never going to be on TV. They're never going to be on movie channel. So you have to go and seek it out to watch it again. And I have my little list of ones that I do on Netflix, go and watch over and over again that I can't see somewhere else. Next Christmas, will I remember this one and go, oh, let's watch that again? I don't know. But I'm giving it an 8 because I would definitely watch it again. I'm not sure if I will go and seek it out to watch again. We'll have to see how that goes. But if you bring it up, I'll definitely watch it again. I have no problem with that.
Well, this is already on my honorable mentions. list of Christmas movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that.
That's a different video. Stay tuned.
So, anything else you have to say about Our Little Secret?
I don't think so. I think
highly recommended.
yeah, I think I've said it all. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised by how much I liked it.
Because I told him in the beginning, I always say something that I'm not sure with him. I say, if you're bored, we'll turn it off. If you think it's stupid, we'll turn it off. And I said that to him. If you think this is just wacky or whatever from the beginning, just let me know.
You know what? It was, now that I think about it, it was very much like watching the guy in Nobody Wants Us.
Adam Brody.
Yeah.
Just natural. Yeah.
Just so natural. And when he's on
sucks
screen,
you in. Yeah.
it's really,
Yeah.
you almost can't look away. I mean, and he was in a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. I hadn't seen him before, but I guess I got a man crush on him or something. But,
Sounds like it.
it was a
good.
really good performance. And that made the movie that much better for me, I think.
That's great. Yeah, I agree with you. So that's Our Little Secret. It is on Netflix. Go check it out. It's TV-14, so I definitely think, families could watch that.
I don't think there was...
The drugs are probably... it's just gummies. Like, what do you... Just tell them she has a sugar high, What's the big deal?
You'll figure it out.
That's that. It's a great... And it is set at Christmas, so now's the time to start watching that.
Yes.
But we have lots more reviews coming up. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and if you have watched Our Little Secret or any of Lindsay Lohan's latest movies, definitely comment below and let us know if you agree with us or what you think.
Yep, we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. So I'm Danny.
I'm John.
This is our Charm Midlife, and I'm going to link below our video of all of our favorite Christmas holiday movies and TV specials that we've put together, so you can definitely check those out over the next month before Christmas comes along.
Yep.
So happy holidays, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.